The door opened. No one expected that. Not the officers. Not the man in handcuffs. Not even Detective Ryan Cole. Because inside the police station, everything was already solved. The suspect was sitting right there. Marcus Reed. Hands cuffed. Head down. Accused of a crime everyone believed he committed. Ryan stood across from him. "This is your last chance," Ryan said. Marcus didn't look up. "I told you. I didn't do it." Ryan sighed. He had heard that before. Too many times. "Then why were you there?" Ryan asked. No answer. Just silence. Ryan leaned forward. "Everything points to you." Still nothing. The room felt heavy. Like the truth was close. But just out of reach. And then, the front door of the station opened. A man walked in. Calm. Slow. Like he wasn't in a hurry. No fear. No confusion. Just walking. Officer Daniels looked up. "Can I help you?" The man nodded. "Yes." His voice was steady. "I'm here about the case." Daniels frowned. "What case?" The man looked around. Then said something that made everyone stop. "The one you got wrong." Silence. Ryan stepped out of the interrogation room. Walked toward the front desk. "What did you say?" he asked. The man looked at him. Eyes steady. "You arrested the wrong man." Ryan's jaw tightened. "Who are you?" The man didn't answer right away. Instead, he reached into his pocket. Slowly. Carefully. Officers tensed. "Hands where I can see them." Daniels shouted. The man raised his other hand calmly. "I'm not here to run." Then he placed something on the desk. A small object. Wrapped. Ryan stepped closer. "What is that?" The man looked him directly in the eyes. "Proof." Ryan felt a chill. "Proof of what?" The man's voice didn't change. "Of who really did it." Ryan glanced back toward the interrogation room. Marcus Reed sat there. Still. Quiet. Waiting. Then Ryan looked back at the man. "Why now?" he asked. The man gave a small shrug. "Because you were about to make a mistake you couldn't fix." Ryan's chest tightened. Because something about this felt real. Too real. He picked up the object slowly, unwrapped it, and froze. Because inside was something only the real killer would have. Ryan looked up, heart racing. "What is this?" he asked. The man didn't hesitate. "It's mine." The room went silent. No one moved. No one spoke. Then the man said the words that changed everything. "I'm the one you're looking for." Ryan's mind raced. Because this didn't make sense. Not yet. Not fully. Marcus Reed was still in custody. Everything pointed to him. But now, this man was standing here. Confessing. Calm. Certain. And just as Ryan opened his mouth to respond, Marcus Reed started laughing. From inside the interrogation room. Soft at first. Then louder. Ryan turned quickly. Because that was not the reaction of an innocent man. 2 days earlier, the case had seemed simple. Too simple. A call came in late at night. A quiet neighborhood. A worried voice. Something had happened. Officers arrived fast. The scene looked normal. At first. House intact. No signs of forced entry. Nothing broken. But inside, something was off. Detective Ryan Cole walked through the living room. Everything was clean. Too clean. "Feels staged," he muttered. Officer Daniels nodded. "Yeah, like someone fixed things after." Ryan stepped deeper into the house. Looking. Watching. Noticing small details. A chair slightly out of place. A picture frame turned just a little. Nothing big. But enough. Then they found Marcus Reed. In the hallway. Standing. Frozen. Like he didn't know what to do. Ryan approached him slowly. "Sir, are you okay?" Marcus didn't answer. He just looked at them. Eyes wide. Confused. "You need to come with us," Ryan said. Marcus shook his head. I didn't do anything. Ryan had heard that before, but something about the way Marcus said it didn't feel like a lie. Still, the evidence was there. Marcus was at the scene. No one else. No forced entry. No witnesses. It pointed to him. So they brought him in. Questioned him. Pressed him. But Marcus kept saying the same thing. I didn't do it. Hours passed. Nothing changed. Ryan sat across from him. Watching. Trying to understand. Then tell me what happened, Ryan said. Marcus looked down. Then back up. I saw something. Ryan leaned forward. What did you see? Marcus hesitated. Like he didn't want to say it. I saw someone else. Ryan frowned. That's not possible. Marcus shook his head. They were there. Ryan felt frustration building. Then why didn't you say that before? Marcus didn't answer. Because he had. No one believed him. Ryan stood up. Walked out of the room. Because right now, the case looked clear. But something didn't feel right. And now, back in the present. Standing in the police station with a second man claiming to be the real killer. Ryan realized something. This case was never simple. And just as he turned back toward the man, Marcus Reed's laughter grew louder. Like he knew something no one else did. Marcus Reed kept laughing. Not loud at first. But enough to make everyone in the station uneasy. Detective Ryan Cole stood still, staring through the glass of the interrogation room. Why is he laughing? Officer Daniels whispered. Ryan didn't answer. Because he didn't know. And that made it worse. Ryan turned back toward the man at the front desk. The one who had just walked in. The one who said, I'm the one you're looking for. The man stood there calmly. Not moving. Not nervous. Like he had already expected this moment. Ryan stepped closer. Start talking, he said. The man nodded. I will. Ryan glanced at the object on the desk again. Still sitting there. Still real. How do you have that? Ryan asked. The man looked at it. Then back at Ryan. Because it belongs to me. Ryan's voice sharpened. That's not an answer. The man tilted his head slightly. It is. Ryan clenched his jaw. Because nothing about this felt normal. Behind him, Marcus's laughter suddenly stopped. Silence filled the station again. Heavy. Uncomfortable. Ryan looked back toward the interrogation room. Marcus was now sitting still. Watching. Smiling. That smile. Didn't look innocent. Ryan turned back quickly. What's your name? He asked the man. The man hesitated. Then said, Daniel Hayes. Ryan studied him. You walked in here and confessed to a serious crime, Ryan said. Daniel nodded. Yes. Ryan crossed his arms. People don't do that. Daniel gave a small shrug. Some do. Ryan stepped closer. Why? Daniel didn't answer right away. He looked around the station. At the officers. At the doors. Then back at Ryan. Because you're running out of time. Ryan's stomach tightened. What does that mean? Daniel's voice stayed calm. It means this doesn't end with me. Ryan felt that again. That feeling from before. That something bigger was hiding behind all this. Ryan lowered his voice. Then explain it. Daniel leaned slightly forward. You arrested him too fast. Ryan glanced back at Marcus. Everything pointed to him. Daniel shook his head. No, everything was made to point to him. Ryan froze. Because that one sentence changed everything. What are you saying? Ryan asked. Daniel's eyes stayed locked on his. I'm saying the scene wasn't just staged. Ryan's heart started to beat faster. It was planned. Ryan looked down at the object again. Then back at Daniel. You're telling me this was set up? Daniel nodded once. Yes. Ryan's mind raced. Because that meant Marcus might not be guilty. But it also meant someone wanted him to look guilty. Ryan spoke slowly. Why would someone do that? Daniel didn't answer directly. Instead, he said something strange. Did he tell you what he saw? Ryan's eyes narrowed. He said he saw someone else. Daniel nodded. And you didn't believe him? Ryan didn't respond. Because that was true. Daniel took a small step closer. That's where you went wrong. Ryan stepped back slightly. Then who did he see? Daniel looked toward the interrogation room. Then said quietly, me. Ryan's chest tightened. Because now, the story was starting to line up. Marcus saw someone. And now, that someone was standing right here. But something still didn't make sense. If that's true, Ryan said, then why turn yourself in? Daniel smiled. But this time, it didn't look calm. It looked different. Almost like he knew something Ryan didn't. I didn't come here to turn myself in, Daniel said. Ryan frowned. Then why are you here? Daniel's voice dropped slightly. I came here to stop what's about to happen next. The room went quiet again. Daniel stepped closer. What are you talking about? Daniel didn't look at him. His eyes stayed on Ryan. You think this case is over, Daniel said. Ryan shook his head. Clearly, it's not. Daniel nodded. No, it's just starting. Ryan felt a chill run down his back. Because that meant this wasn't the end of the crime. This was the beginning of something else. Ryan spoke again. Then tell me what's coming. Daniel hesitated. For the first time. He didn't look completely calm. They're going to fix their mistake, he said. Ryan's eyes narrowed. What mistake? Daniel glanced toward Marcus. Then back at Ryan. Leaving him alive. The words hit hard. Because now, the danger was real. Immediate. Ryan turned quickly toward the interrogation room. Marcus was still sitting there. But his smile was gone. Now, he looked afraid. Ryan grabbed his radio. We need to secure this building now. Daniels moved fast. On it. Alarms didn't sound. Not yet. But tension filled every corner. Ryan turned back to Daniel. Who is they? He demanded. Daniel didn't answer right away. He looked toward the front door. Like he was expecting something. Then, a loud sound. Outside. Engines. Multiple. Getting closer. Ryan's heart dropped. Because that sound didn't belong there. He ran toward the window. Looked outside. And froze. Ryan, Daniels said behind him. What is it? Ryan didn't turn around. Because what he was seeing didn't make sense. Cars, he said. How many? Daniels asked. Ryan swallowed. Too many. The vehicles pulled up fast. Surrounding the station. Blocking exits. Doors opened. People stepped out. Moving quickly. Organized. Ryan turned back to Daniel. What did you bring here? Daniel shook his head. I didn't bring them. Ryan stepped closer. Then why are they here? Daniel's voice was quiet now. Because I told you. He looked toward the door. They're fixing their mistake. Ryan's chest tightened. Because now, everything was happening at once. Inside the station. A suspect who might be innocent. A man who confessed but wasn't done talking. And outside. Something bigger. Closing in. Ryan reached for his radio again. Lock everything down. But before anyone could move, the lights flickered. Then went out. The entire station dropped into darkness. And from somewhere inside, a door slammed shut.